Hello everyone, I am Onkar Saudagar from the Data Monk and I welcome you all to yet another video from the Data Monk Panda series. And in this video, I will be covering how to slice columns using .lock, .ilock and .ix methods. Before starting, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell notification icon to never miss out on our videos. So let's start with the topic, which is slicing columns using .lock, .ilock and .ix methods. First of all, let's import pandas library to read our CSV file. Then we have a data frame with 1000 rows and 6 columns. Then let's see the shape, which is 1000 comma 6. Then let's see the head of our data frame. Then let's see the tail of our data frame, which is as seen. Then let's see how we can slice using lock. So lock stands for location, and while slicing using lock, both ranges are included. So 200 and 210 both are included. As you can see, 210 is included. Now df101 colon specifies that we have to print 101 index till the end index. So we have 101 till 999. Then if we have to increment and print our rows, then we can use this function like print the rows from 54th to 78th index with increment of 2 and which having all columns in it. So 54th to 78th row is printed with increment of 2 and which has each and every column in it. Now if you have to print the specific rows, then you have to pass the list of rows and then you have to specify which of the columns you want. So here we need the all columns and only 3 rows. So we have 3 rows and 6 columns over here. Then if you have to access any particular column, then we have two methods for it. We can write df.column name or we can pass in the column name in square brackets. So both are the ways to access any column from the data frame. And now here, if we want one or more than one column, then we can pass all the column names in a list and then we can have those columns accessed from the data frame. Now, if we want only a specific number of rows from the column, so I want only 250 to 300 row from reading score. So we can use this function to do the same. So we have 250th row to 300 and from the reading score column which has data type of integer, and then if we want specific number of rows with increment of 2, just a minute, with increment of 2 and one or many columns, then you can pass the list of columns as shown and you can have those many columns and those many rows with increment or decrement 2. You can pass -1 2. So you can pass 3 and C. Yes, now it is possible. We can use lock to filter data, like we have used here df.lock and from math score, where math score is greater than 70, print only those rows. So we can see only those rows are printed where math score is greater than 70. We can see 72, 90, 76, which is greater than 70. And here this function prints where test preparation course has value none. So you can see test preparation column has only none values in it and only those rows are printed. Now from a column we can use lambda function to do the same function as of here, that if the reading score is greater than 65, then print only those rows. So df dot so df so this function which is df square brackets reading score will access the reading score column from the data frame, and then dot lock and this lambda function will specify that x in this reading score should be x greater than 65. So it should be greater than 65 and only those rows will be printed. As you can see, 72, 65, 83, 86, 80, 78, those are printed, and only reading score column is printed and not every column as of here is printed. Only the reading score column with x greater than 65 is printed, and it has 608 values in it. Now let's see how we can slice using iloc. Iloc means integer location, and last index during slicing is excluded. So 10 over here is excluded, not included. In loc it is included, but in iloc it is excluded. So we have 0 to 9 and each and every column from the data frame. Now let's change the index positions. Means the indexes, which was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 999 to 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so on, using the for loop, which says for I in range 0 to 5000 with increment of 5. So we have our df data frames indexes changed from 0, 1, 2 to 0, 5, 10 in multiples of 5. Now you can see over here we have 0, 5, 10, 15 in multiples of 5. So when we do df.lock, we have used lock. So we only get 0, 5 and 10 over here, as 10 is included in lock. But in iloc, 10 is not included. But when we use iloc and do the same function with as of here, let's see what we get. So let's print it and use iloc. Then you can see 0, 5, 10 is not printed. We have 0 to 9th index positions because iloc has special indexes assigned, or we can say a virtual indexes. Like 0 has 0, this 5 will not be considered as 5, it will be considered as 1, this 10 as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 999 in iloc. And also iloc gives a virtual indexes to the column names, like this gender has 0th index position, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and using the integer indexes we can access these columns. Let's see how we can do that. I have used 0 and 3, which are integer indices. So 0th index is gender and third is math score. So we have all rows and only gender and math score columns in it. So you can see we have that. And now if you want 0th to third column. So third was 0, 1, 2, 3. It was maths, but third is excluded. So we only have gender, parental level of education, and test preparation course in our function. So our function will print only the first three columns and each and every row. Then let's see what this function prints. This function will print from first index to ninth as 10 is excluded, and from first position of the column to third as 4 is excluded. Now we have first, second and third column and first to ninth row. Now let's see what does this function do. Now this function will check df parental education is master's degree, where our parental level of education is master's degree, and it will print only those rows where parental level of education is master's degree. So you can see parental level of education is master's degree and we have only those rows printed. And if you want to see the shape, we have 59 of those rows into our data frame. And now let's see how we can slice using .ix. So .ix was built before .lock and .iloc. So it is a mixture of both. Like column has string names and rows have integer index. As you can see here, we have strings as our column names and integer as our rows indexes. So while slicing rows, every range is included, but while slicing columns, last range is excluded. We use .ix only and only if we cannot use .lock and .ilock functions. Or I recommend you to use .lock and .ilock functions first, and if you are not able to use that and not able to figure out how you can do it, you can use .ix. But see over here, we can use integer in integer as columns, and here we have integer of column of rows. So zeroth index of row and zeroth index of column, so we have only one value, which is female. As you can see, the zeroth index of row and the zeroth index of integer has only one value, which is female. So now here we can pass the value of column as a string, or also we can pass the value of that column in integer format. So this is all both mixture of lock and ilock. So sometimes we get confused while using this, while we using this. So I prefer using .lock and .ilock. And now let's see what this function prints. This function will print the rows from 0th to 50th index and columns from 1 to 3rd, but 4th is excluded. 50 is included because it is integer, and 4 is excluded because our column has string values in it. So 4 is excluded, and here 50 is included. So you can see 50 is included, but the fourth column, which was reading score, is excluded. So that is all from the video. Thank you for listening and watching the video. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button, and if you have any questions, put it in the comment below and we'll get back to it. Thank you.